Welcome back. Isn't it remarkable how much difference that 10 minutes or so of mental activity can make? Now your body feels, and probably your emotions too. That's because that immaterial mental activity represents and engages and even directs material neurologic activity. And this illustrates the fundamental point of this session. You can do specific mental activities that change your brain in very targeted ways that fosters powerful changes in your mind and in your whole being to benefit yourself and others. For example, to briefly explain the rationale behind the 5 suggestions I made at the beginning of the meditation. First, setting an intention for the sitting enlists your frontal lobes, which send orienting and priming messages throughout the brain, establishing a kind of goal, which could be an ongoing state of mind, for the whole organism. Second, relaxing the body activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is a soothing and calming antidote to the fight-or-flight sympathetic adrenaline wing of the nervous system. Third, calling up a greater sense of safety to whatever extent you can calms that natural, evolution-based tendency of the brain to continually scan the horizon for threats and to activate at the least sign of them. Now, it's important to realize that threats can come from inside the body as well as from outside the body. Internal pain or gut feelings or thoughts within the mind, for example. It's interesting to note that in the traditional instructions for meditation, one is to go and find a place of seclusion, often sitting at the base of a tree. The tree has your back. You are safer from harm. All of the threats are in front of you. Also note that I spoke of safer rather than being absolutely safe. Some people may feel nervous about lowering their anxiety level, since their vigilance has helped them cope in the past with a strong and stressful environment. We respect that and simply suggest that you explore an optimal sense of safety for yourself. Additionally, within a Dharma perspective, we're all fundamentally exposed to the intertwining causes of life with no absolute ground or permanent shelter. None of us is safe from illness, old age, or death. Fourth, evoking positive emotions is of course pleasurable and worth doing for that reason alone. But positive emotions have many other physical and mental health benefits, such as building psychological resilience or strengthening the immune system. They also motivate us to practice and embody a fundamental kindness toward ourselves, which is, of course, a good thing to cultivate. Additionally, in the brain, they stimulate the dopamine reward circuits, and the energizing aspects of positive emotion encourage surges of another neurotransmitter, norepinephrine, which alerts and brightens the mind. Dopamine also inhibits working memory circuits in the brain, the neurologic underpinnings of many aspects of conscious experience, making them less responsive to new stimuli. That makes you more able to stay focused on something like your breath. And both of these neurotransmitters, dopamine and norepinephrine, prime the brain to make connections and to absorb the lessons and the positive states of mind of meditation. Which takes me to the final suggestion. Opening up to absorbing the benefits of your meditation, whatever they may be, primes the memory circuits throughout your brain, particularly the ones involved in what's called implicit memory. Not the memory of specific events, but the more emotional memory that shades the interior landscape and colors our thoughts. Doing this helps compensate for the negativity bias in your brain, another of evolution's adaptations that helps us survive, but which also makes us suffer, which Rick will talk about in the next meditation. The results of these 5 suggestions, as you've just experienced, illustrate our central theme, that shifting things in your mind, even in small or subtle ways, can change your nervous system and body quite dramatically. In other words, mental changes can lead to physical changes, which in turn can promote positive mental states. A wonderful circle full of opportunities for personal transformation and for benefiting others.